Hi guys, this time on Deep Junk we're going to dig into a 1969 Volkswagen, a squareback custom. Normally these, I believe, all had windows in them, and some were custom done after the fact as a sedan delivery. I think it's pretty cool. It's a neat idea. Be a cool idea for a little shop truck. Not that we need any more of them, but I've had a idea floating around in my mind. The El Camino that I did for Deep Junk Garage was my first thought after the Chevy truck, and the truth is I would have a Chevy truck or a El Camino, something General Motors related as a shop truck, but this would make a good, for a little foreign car place or something. Neat little runner. So this is just a mainline. It's got no detail, real light detail, no tampos, anything front or rear. We've got the striping on it. Of course, the Hot Wheels logo up here on the side, and a little VW logo on the fender. It's got the 5 spokes, chrome plastic base. And I already had drilled it. We've got our engine and transaxle kind of interrupted by a post, and the exhaust. Yeah, like a light tan plastic interior. Some purple that sparkles pretty good. So this is what we'll dig into. I've got a little something special for it being a delivery vehicle, and some cool looking wheels, and of course all the details I like to throw at them. So stay tuned, guys. Alrighty guys, we can get a look at the pieces, parts here before the body goes into the stripper. Like we said, plastic base, just the average stuff there. There's 5 spokes. We have tinted glass, like a darker gray, and I'm glad that it doesn't have orange or amber or blue or green or some tint to it. That's A+. Interior pretty much basic. Couple seats and a steering wheel, makeshift shifter. Got that, and then the body. Of course, like all the other trucks and wagons and stuff, they've got the post run down through it there, so you can black that out when it goes together. And we'll get ready and throw this one in the stripper and take a look and see if this paint's hiding anything. I didn't really look at it that close. I don't know if there's any big marks or not. Probably something across that hood there at the front. We will find out. Stay tuned. Alrighty guys, at the Volkswagen out of the stripper, I've been looking this body over, and it's got a lot of, like, I don't know if you want to call them pits, or it almost looks like the Zamac is flaking on it. It feels kind of smooth to the touch, and I've scrubbed it off with that metal cleaner, and I've sanded it all, and it just doesn't get any better. And I'm not sure if the paint that I use, if it doesn't, when it gasses out and dries, if it's not gonna suck in. You'll see that under the finish, because I'm not using a big thick enamel like they would at Hot Wheels. A little bit more to do over that headlight there. There was a line on the fender, or across the hood, or the deck lid, I should say. It's frunk. There was a pretty heavy line going up to the center of each fender. There's still some garbage to fix around the windshield area. I guess all I can do is really just Maybe get a decent coat of primer on it and see what happens. It's on the roof and stuff too. Okie doke. Stay tuned. Alrighty, we got the Volkswagen out of paint, and I was looking at the sides. What I was looking at before with the paint and the clear on it, it's looking pretty good. There's no like areas where it's sunk in there. It looks pretty good. It's got a nice gloss on it. So you got something on the side there we'll leave for the reveal. A little bit more detail to go on the body. Did the chassis. I sanded that pan clean. Used that black with a little flash in it. Smoothed that whole pan up. Got the transaxle on the back painted, and then left the muffler and the exhaust back there with the chrome. Used like a mini light wheel on it, and I'm gonna try to paint this a satin tan in here, and then put some other colors in to make it look good. You won't be able to see much detail, but I kind of like to know that it's there. So, yeah, coming along good. Alrighty, guys. On the upswing of this, and to get this Volkswagen done, both throwing a little lighter tan color in the interior, kind of like I did with the El Camino. Well, kind of, it is like what I did with the El Camino. Black and tan against a dark blue car, and in this thing I'm putting the tan highlights in here because it's so dark inside the vehicle, you'll never see anything. So put a few tan highlights in there, and then it'll at least have some kind of detail inside of it. And do this dashboard too. Alright. So I don't know how much of that shows. So we'll just put some tan on that. So everything's uniform. There we go. A little bit down inside. And like I said, in the back, it's just a back, floor back here, but the black post, and with the panels up the sides, you won't see anything back there. So there, that gloss blue, and you see the logo. I'll go ahead and let you see it. It's backwards, but it's EMPI, EMPI. If you guys remember that, it's the aftermarket parts and performance stuff for Volkswagens. They didn't do direct sales. They sold their stuff through like J.C. Whitney and small foreign car parts stores and that. And when I was a kid, I remember seeing the stuff in J.C. Whitney catalogs my dad had around the house. And then when I got older and was dragging this air-cooled stuff home, we were fortunate to have a foreign car parts store that was very, very close to the house. I wouldn't say a stone's throw, but it was very close. And these people knew the cars, and they knew the parts, and they carried EMPI, and they carried Bug Pack, and if you had an air-cooled Volkswagen, that's where you went around my area to get parts. So we've got I've got tinted glass, I've got clear glass. I think I'm going to put the tinted stuff in it just so it looks good. And it looks badass. We've got, yeah, that pan's all done flat. Transmission back there, left the exhaust at the back chrome. I'm probably going to go ahead and just use my pin vise and go ahead and open up those two exhaust pipes there and get this thing together. A little bit more detail here and there, not much. Polish it up and we'll do a reveal. Alrighty guys, stay tuned. Okay, our 69 Volkswagen squareback is all finished up. It was a really cool build between builds, kind of a smaller build, not a whole lot going, paint and tires, you know. The car was basically built around the MP decal. I found that in model car stuff that I had from a buggy, and the idea hit me to put it on one of these deliveries, these little sedan delivery squarebacks, and kind of make a like a little parts runner out of it. That's the color, is because of the decal, that blue. I'm going to change the wheel, give it, that's the best bang for your buck, is a wheel and tire on these. So the real riders on mini light wheels. Did our headlight deal up front, the turn signals, rocker trim on it. Left the big trim up in the middle of the car, just blue, and the door handles, of course. The underneath, yeah, it's all cleaned up there. The pan, underneath there, that little valance there under the bumper. Around the back, we've got our tail lights done up, piece above the license plate spot there. And then I did the tailpipes with the pin vise, just opened them up a little bit. And be careful on those ones. It's a small tube and it bends real quick underneath. So if you get crazy with your pin vise, you go right out the backside of that real quick. Yeah, just a clean little car. I did change the interior through the build. If you saw that in the video here, it had the lighter interior and I kind of messed it up. I didn't show you guys, but I switched it out with another car. The back, I was trying to get clever in the back there and didn't work out, and it wasn't going to be seen anyway. I just tend to go off and try to detail shit when I should just let it go. Learning how to say when is my biggest problem on a lot of these cars. So hey, that does it for this one. I hope everybody had a good time watching it. It's a cool little car. Thank you for stopping by and checking it out. If you dig it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks.